And Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott.
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the baseline, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mast. Hands high, sheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words spill out, whipped up, honeyed and milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre-grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Whoa, wait a minute. Technical, logical differences. Hey, there we go, baby. Let's go. Thank you so much. So very, very much for being here. I am Scott Starboard, and this is the Scott Starboard Show. Thank you guys so much for being here. You know what we're doing tonight, and we're not going to be able to do it much longer. No, we'll be fine. Tonight, we are tailgating, pre-gaming, priming for prime time number 99, baby. You know what's good. We got 3 shows of Alex Stein left on At the Blaze. But we get a whole lifetime with the king of content comedy gold, Alex Stein himself. Things will be all right. Things will be all right. I keep telling myself that. And it's Alex got a bunch of stuff in the works. It'll be fine. It'll be all right. I will miss the set. I'm going to miss a lot of stuff about that show. Dagnabbit. I hope Jimmy goes with him. I hope I'd love to see Brandon go with him. Behind the Wheels of Steel. Chris Darby works for the Blaze. I think Brandon does too, but damn it, I hate it when the party ends. I'm the type of dude, like, I show up way late for a party that I'm supposed to be at. I really don't do it for any, like, it's not like I'm waiting, like, all right, let me, make a scene. No. I'm just late all the time. Like I was today. But I'm the type of dude, like, I don't want the party to end. Keep it going. Let's go. Damn it. I hate it when the party ends, but a new party will begin. Alex will be doing his thing. If you don't know, I don't know where the hell you've been, because I've been saying it for weeks now. Alex Stein's new channel is Mind, thing that used to be in this skull, of Stein. Mind of Stein, get over there, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff, but make sure you subscribe and hit the bell and all that stuff. Sometimes, like, I mean, I'm lucky enough to mod for Alex Stein, and I don't get notifications half the time. I don't get it. Last time Alex went live, which was last Wednesday. Alex had I got a Mind of Stein alert and not a Primetime 99 alert. I didn't get Alex's Alex Stein 99 I got the Primetime 99 alert. I didn't get the Primetime 99. Didn't get the Alex Stein 99 channel alert, but I got the Mind of Stein alert. I don't know what's going on. Alex's show tonight, he's going to talk a lot. Alex does his thing. He's going to be talking about stuff all over the place. But what so many people are talking about is Tucker Carlson last night having a conversation interviewing Nick Fuentes. I don't know if DMS is in here yet, but I'm hoping Doc Matt Steve, who goes on after Alex. So you got me going all the way 6:55. I forgot to do my little thing. This isn't scripted. I'm just flying off the seat of my pants here. I go all the way till 6:55. Alex Stein, the king himself, comes on at 7:00. And then we all go over and hang out at Doc Matt Steve's crib. I just like saying that. I don't know. We go to Doc Matt Steve's YouTube channel. He streams on a bunch of other shit like Facebook and I think X and maybe Twitch. I don't know. He's all over. But I watch him on YouTube. I don't know. He might be covering it, and I always give my dude Doc Matt Steve super duper props because he does that long form. I always say that. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but there's new people watching all the time. You never know. He chops up those long forms. Like we could be on DMS's stream from like 8:05 until 1 a.m. Maybe not that long, but you never know. He was in a hurry last night. And he's like, "Can I go on at 7:30?" And I'm like, "The floor is yours, my friend. I love you. Whatever you need." It wasn't for good reasons, because he was only on for maybe 2 hours, maybe, and he had to dip. Once again, please, everybody, send some prayers, please. They're free. For Doc Matt Steve's mom. She's not doing well. My mother-in-law, all your prayers have been working because my mother-in-law, she's doing good. She's not, I don't want to throw out her diagnosis, but right now everything's sort of okay. But still, we'll take prayers. I'll take prayers all day. You can pray for this channel to do good. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, pray all around. Nick the gun guy was doing good. Truth's Unbreakable, our girl, she's got medical issues. I don't want to throw her stuff out there. I don't know, it's weird. Like, I don't like to, that's for other people to share that stuff, but all I know is our people need some prayers. If you got a second, listen, this is how I do it. You can do it your own way. I make the sign of the cross. And I say, Father in heaven, dear Lord, God, just God, please, heal, bless, whatever you can do. I don't know. You're not supposed to pray, I guess. Somebody told me I was supposed to pray, like online. I kind of think that's ridiculous, but I don't know. What do I know? Yeah. And then just say, please. And then, please heal them, help them. Whatever you can do, just please make it easier on Doc Matt Steve's mom and on Doc Matt Steve and everybody around her who loves her. Please just, do what you got to do. Give her a few more years, Lord, please. And then I always end it with, in Jesus' name, amen. That's all you got to do. Or you can just go in your mind and be like, if you're atheist or agnostic or whichever one it is. I love Agnostic Front. Shout out to AF, one of the founders of New York hardcore, Agnostic Front. But anyway, I digress. See, when I think of agnostic, I think of Agnostic Front. Literally one of the greatest hardcore bands of all time. Of all time. Madball, right up there too. Burn, my favorite. All right, I digress. We're going to talk about the blowback from the Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes conversation. This is a stupid conversation. Well, silly. Whatever. And it was fun. I watched the whole thing beginning to end. I thought it was fantabulous. It was fantastic. I hate the beginning of it. Like, what I was going to say is I'm not going to show it. That's up to Doc Matt Steve if he's going to do that. Alex is going to talk about this topic too. I'm not going to show any clips. I'm sure he's got it all clipped up because the boys over there at Primetime 99 with Alex Stein are the best in the world. That's right, Jimmy. I said you. And Brandon will do all the hard work, so don't worry about it. No, I'm only kidding. We love Jimmy. But I just want what I'm going to talk about. Okay, if you haven't seen it, then you can watch it. Probably watch it on Dark Match tonight. I'm guessing that's what he's talking about. I don't even know. I'm being very presumptuous tonight. But for real, like I'm not going to show these clips. What I want to do is show you the blowback. Because I'll break it down for you like this before we get into it. Because I got a bunch of little stories. Some of my stupid stories. I get some other stories. And they're fun. We'll have a good time. You know, we got like 40 minutes left with each other. We're going to have a good time. We're going to check with the chat in 1 second. But this is what I'm saying. I can't. Every time Nick Fuentes goes on and does an interview, whether it's PBD, let me tell you. Oh wait, it's PBD. Let me tell you a story, my friend. Okay, listen. There was a boy in my village when I grew up in Iran. Did I tell you I'm from Iran? Oh my God, I can't stand PBD anymore. I can't even watch him anymore. It drives me nuts. He had Glenn Greenwald on today, right? Glenn Greenwald is awesome. Okay, I think we're on two different sides of the political spectrum. But Glenn Greenwald is one of the type of people who he's just logical. He's trying to think logically through stuff. So like he even said it on PBD today that he's like used to be leftist. And I was like, used to be? Let's go. But where was I going with this? All I know is so whether Fuentes is on PBD or whatever the hell it is, and that's why I brought up Glenn Greenwald, because PBD and all these people waste valuable, precious time. We already know Nick Fuentes' story. If you don't know it, I'll sum it up in about 12 seconds. He's a young kid. He goes to Boston College or BU, right? Boston University. No, he went to BU. He went to BU. Right here in good old Massachusetts. So, I'm so long-winded. So he goes there, he debates some big cheese guy, some big lefty, and kicks his ass. Some chick, I don't even know her name. She's like sort of influential, works somehow with Ben Shapiro. Nick Fuentes just asks a question one day about Israel. They give him a whole bunch of shit, and it's like, wait a minute. Nick Fuentes, as little Nick Fuentes, 17, 18 years old Nick Fuentes, is like, I thought the whole thing about being on the right was that we're not like cultists. Nothing's off the table. You can ask any question you want. And him being a little, little shit. I'm a little bit of a little shit. I used to be a lot of bit of a little shit. Now I'm a big shit. That doesn't sound good. But whatever. He was like, fuck that. So I'm going to keep asking more questions about it. And he's reading more books and blah, 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 blah. And then that chick got mad at him and ratted on him to like a left-wing organization that canceled cultures people back then. Ben Shapiro's like, no way. He's not in it. No. I'm telling you right now. No. So Ben Shapiro kicked him out. The Daily Wire kicked out Nick Fuentes, created a monster because nobody wants to see Fuentes no mo. Nobody wants to see Laura Luma no mo. They want Fuentes. She's chopped liver. Listen, I got no beef with anybody. To be honest with you, like, I haven't really heard much. Like, there are a couple of things to come to think about it that I strongly disagree with Nick Fuentes on. But there's a lot. Most of the stuff he said is true. I'm sorry. It's the damn truth. Let me get to but here's the thing. Like, he's kind of still young. In my opinion, I think he passed the threshold where we could be like, oh, he's just a little boy. Leave him alone. But all I know is it's the longest explanation to explain that. I'm not going to play the whole thing for you. I'm not going to play any clips. All we going to do, I mean, I got a bunch of other stories, but when it comes to the Tucker, Nick Fuentes blowback deal, all I want to show you is how people react to it. and we'll go from there. But I got a bunch of other clips of fun shit, and I better get the show on the road. Let me get straight to the chiz at, because that's where it's at. All right. We don't know Nick Fuentes. We love Tucker Carlson. I don't know them. I know you. And all of you wonderful, beautiful, lovely, amazing, smart, brilliant, humble, loving. All right, let me get into it. BW's in the house. Love you, BW. Text the show to a pal or an enemy at this point. I'll take anybody. No, thank you. Please. Yeah, let somebody know. Tell one person in your life. By the way, you want to hear something ridiculous? I'm talking to a coworker who I've known now for I don't know how many years. And I'm like, I was telling what I told you guys yesterday about no tax on tips up to $25,000 if you made less, or you're going to make less in 2025. If you're going to make less than $150,000 this year, then you on your taxes can deduct $25,000 from just your overtime. I think this tax season is going to be pretty good. That's all I know. And it's the same thing with no tax on tips. But I think it's still up to $25,000. Anywho, I digress. I was talking to this coworker and I was saying, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, even though I've been pissed at Trump, but I love Trump. He's like, you love Trump? And I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, he's like the best stand-up comic ever. I'm like, his first term was way the hell better than this one, but we got 3 more years. Let's see what happens. And he's like, what do you mean you love Trump? I'm like, dude, he's hilarious. Come on. He's like, he's a jerk. He's like, I don't know how many years ago it was, 30 years or something. This guy's a little older than me. And he's like, I had to sit down with him at a boardroom meeting one time. And he's actually 2 times, and it was for some building and blah, blah. And they were building a building on a golf course. Don't want to dox nobody. That's as much as you need to know anyway. Who cares? And he goes, it was basically everybody had to go around and kiss his ring. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I could see how that is. I'm like, but have you heard his speeches? Like, you can't tell me that's not funny. You can't tell. I'm like, you remember when Obama doubled everything? I was like, to be fair to Obama, George W. Bush is the one who got the ball rolling. If you guys don't remember, he did the whole fucking housing market collapse deal and bank bailouts and all this shit. By the time Trump gets there, everything costs double. Houses cost double. Rents and mortgages went up double, insurance and electricity and groceries and everything. And I'm telling this to this dude, and I'm like, by 2017, Trump got everything not just less than double, but even less than that. I'm like, it was a great time for like 2 years until they released COVID. And he's like, released COVID? And I'm like, oh, I've had so many conversations with this dude. He was based. I thought he was based. It's like people are normal. I really think this. Well, at least leftists. So half of leftists are like rational. They can be talked to like normal people. And then if you say GOP, Republican, Trump, DeSantis, like you say one of these things and all of a sudden logic and reason go out the window. And it's like, what the French toast is going on? Shit, I forgot what I was doing. The great Bob Cook. The great and powerful one. I love you. Kenny Piz Hours, my dude. Love training power. Truth is unbreakable. Let's go. Love truth's unbreakable. Let's get it cracking. It will be a new beginning. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's Alex Stein Unleashed. I can't wait. The shit's going to be fire. Even though I'm going to be missing that studio set, I pray. Oh, I hope Alex can get Black Darius on the show. One more game. One last time. Please, we love him. Matty P, my ninja. I almost said the other word. Ooh, that was close. My dude, thank you so much for being here. Praying online is in the Old Testament. Bob Cook coming out firing. Damn. All cylinders, baby. I don't know. I swear people were like, oh, you're not supposed to pray online. Somebody told me that. A couple of people actually did. I'm like, what? Why not? It's all I know that I can think of off the top of my head, I should say, is it says, like, where two or more are gathered, I will be there, right? God will be in the room if two or more people are praying. So we're all in this room together. There's like 75 people watching this right now. 7,500 people. Listen, when Alex is off, when Alex is done after this Thursday is his last show. It's his last show, Mama. No, when Alex's last show is on Thursday, when it's over, and he goes to Mind of Stein and does his own thing, I hope. That's what I'm praying he does. If it's different hours, I'm going to have to adjust. But I'm thinking of maybe starting at 6:30 and going to 8, and then Doc Mass Steve can go on. Why do I want to go at 6:30? Not just because of my work, but Candace Owens has like 187,000 billion people watching her show live. She ended like 5 minutes ago. What are you doing, chick? Like, whether you like her or not, she's hogging all the people. So I need some people in here. A little extra. A little something for your boy. Doomie! My favorite Canadian of all time. I pray every night to God and Jesus to protect my family and my cat. Yes! I should say meows. We need them cat prayers, baby. Johnny Z. Friendly! My dude, I hope I'm not screaming bloody murder in you beautiful, wonderful people's eardrum. DMS, what have we got it? Yeah, my dude, DMS, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow, wait, whoops. Thanks, guys. My mom isn't gonna make it. I'll be streaming later tonight, if at all. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Good grief, man. Shit. I'm not kidding you. I pray just like Doomy every night. I pray every single night. Before I go to bed, I say a quick prayer, and I try to throw as many people as I can in there, all right? I'm not joking. Since my mom and all these other people, even Nick the gun guy wasn't doing good, like, I've been praying on my way to work, and then when I go home, and sometimes in the middle of the day, like, I'm like, please, God. For some reason, this might sound weird, but I haven't been praying that my show does good. I feel like that's for somebody else to do. Does that sound weird? I don't know. I'm trying to make it funny. I don't know. Like, this is terrible. Damn it, bro. Shit. Bob Cook, I can't stay past 8 p.m. Until they officially move her to hospice, so I have to go home. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm still going to pray for her anyway, but prayers to DMS, because I lost my dad 16 years ago. And it stings. It is brutal. It hurts. I've lost my cousin Terry, who was like a brother to me. He's a mentor. I looked up to him my whole life as a little kid. He was probably, I don't even know, 8-9 years older than me, maybe even older than that. But he was just super handsome stud. And it's like, I want to be this too when I get older. Like, he's getting all the ladies. He was in bands, everything, loved him to pieces. My older brother, I mean, I still got my older brother. I was thinking of people that passed, but my grandparents, my best friend in the world, Sabrina, I love you. I love all y'all. I feel terrible. I'm missing people, but it sucks losing somebody. But losing a parent it's just, I hate to tell you, but you're never gonna get over it. It'll get easier over time, but you never get over that. He thinks he's smarter than everyone else. He solves problems he finds on the chalkboard. Who are we talking about? Glenn Beck? Uh, his best friend is Ben Affleck. Oh God, you're absolutely right. Matt Damon is one of the worst, absolute worst Massachusetts residents of all time. At least, maybe he's just a crummy, lousy, shitey person. I can't believe I actually used to like Ben Shapiro, bro. Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying this to look cool. Believe me, I make mistakes all the time, and I show them to people like an idiot. I did like Ben Shapiro at one point in time, like when he was out doing, like college tours. Like what I mean, he was fire. He was like Charlie Kirk. He went out there and was just whooping ass. But he was always such a little smarmy piece of shit, and there was something about him I didn't like. And then he started having his show. He copied Steven Crowder and had a show. And I don't know, it was just something about him. I didn't trust him. And then I'd hear little things like, yeah, Donald Trump, he's just no good. We don't want Donald Trump. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have, who the fuck was the Bush? Who was the Bush that ran? Jeb. Jeb Bush, he's got a lot of good things to say. And it's like, did this motherfucker just say Jeb Bush? By the way, I'll admit it. I was a huge ding dong because I wanted Ted Cruz all the way up until it was head to head, Ted Cruz and Donald Trump. And they did a debate together. And I realized, oh my God, this guy, Ted Cruz, who at that moment and for probably 10 years prior, or however long it was, I was wishing Ted Cruz would be the president. He said all the things you want to hear. I was big into the Tea Party. He's like, I'm a Tea Party patriot first and foremost. Yeah, fuck you. Pardon my French. Ted Cruz is a lying, dog-faced pony soldier. Piece of shiz. Fuck Ted Cruz. I don't even know how I got into this topic. Oh, yeah, Ben Shapiro. But I'd hear Ben Shapiro talking shit. It's like, what the fuck? And then I'd hear, like, other things. I actually recorded shit. This is before, like, our cell phones could just easily screen record. And I'd be, like, in front of my TV recording the shit. And I'm, like, putting shit together I'm like, does anybody else hear how shitty Ben Shapiro is? All I know is I'm with you. And millions of other people are with you. Ben Shapiro is a fucking snake in the grass. The best way to change someone is not banning or rejecting them. It's by having an honest conversation with Doomy coming in with the fire comments. Let's go. Yes. I've never seen someone this excited about filing taxes. This is what I'm telling you, people. All y'all motherchuckers. Kenny P might be the funniest commenter ever, but all you guys are just up a fire. I wish Rainey was up in here, because Rainey's another one dropping these sneaky fire ass one. Johnny Z does it. All y'all chucka-luckas do it. Was this guy on The Apprentice? Do you work with Dennis Rodman? Is Dennis Rodman in the room with you? And he's like, yeah, I'm behind. Oh, no, I ain't going to do no Dennis Rodman jokes. I'll have nightmares. Danny Rebel 33, we love you, baby. Thank you for being here. And thank you for everything you're doing out there on the West Coast, on the left coast, as we say, out here on the right coast. Hell yeah. I'm honestly, I'm devastated. I'm trying to keep this lighthearted, but it's brutal. Like, if any of you have been watching Dark Match Steve's streams the past couple of days, like last week or whatever, he showed his mom and what she's been going through and struggling to breathe and shit, and it's just brutal. It's brutal. God almighty, I hate that for you. I hate that for her, and I hate that for you, DMS. And we love you. We love you, bro. It's tough finding a base person in Mass. Bro, you're not kidding. Massachusetts, like, good luck. Like, I'll meet somebody. Like I said, the dude at my work, I thought he was based. We were talking about shit, and it's like, like we were talking about immigrants, right? And we work with a ton of them. And even like the immigrants I work with, I think 90% of them are all legal. Maybe they all are. I don't know. But he'll be like, I just can't, I don't understand, like, all the young kids in America, they can't get any good jobs, starter jobs anymore. You start at like a supermarket or convenience store or fast food place, and you realize I need more money, so you go and get another job. And you keep on upping and climbing the ladder. I'm like, that's right. And he goes, with all these immigrants, that's not happening anymore. I don't know what these kids are doing. And I'm like, that's it's based. That's why I didn't mind being like, I love Trump. And he's like, what? Oh, it was just horrible. The last thing at the end of the day, too. God is a 21st century God. We can pray online. All right. I'm taking you guys' word for it. Matty P and Bob Cook said it's okay. I'm not listening to nobody. And look at Joel Osteen. He gets to do it. If Joel Osteen can, pray online and kick out drowning victims, then your boy can pray online. God has the fastest internet connection. That's what I hear. It's 10G. G with the G for God, 10G. No, whatever. Xfinity made a special tier for him. Oh, shit. Doc, Matt, Steve. Daniel Graham. Oh, my God. What up, family? Let's go. Let's go. All right. Speaking of let's go, I better hurry the hell up. Yes, please. AI prayers work. It's trendy. Yo, let's go. If you need anyone to talk to, Steve, let me know. I'm on every social media. Dude, Danny Rebel is one of like the coolest dudes ever. I'm so glad we met. I appreciate you being here, brother. I'm so sorry to hear Doc Mash. Listen, we all lost my dad in 07. It still sucks sometimes. It's brutal. I still, to this day, not every single time, but when I call my mother, every once in a while, I'm like, still to this day, 15, almost 16 years later, I'm hoping my dad answers the phone because I want to tell him something. And it's like, my mother answers the phone. I'm like, hey, what's up, Ma? Fighting back tears. Oh, it's brutal. Shout out to my mom, by the way. I love you. She's watching this feeling all sad. That was her man. I don't hate Ben. I like Ben. I'm sure he's shisty too, to be honest with you. I mean, he's with J-Ho, Jenny from the Blizzok, and she was at them Diddy parties. We all know she was at them Diddy parties. Diddy's getting in trouble all over the place. J-Lo ain't saying nothing. J-Lo was out there. She's like, oh, send in the Punisher. Let me do a little shaking ass dance on the Punisher. She knew about that shit. J-Lo knew. J-Ho. But I like Ben Affleck. I don't know. I just like him. I don't know. Matt Damon can eat a bag. Fucking Matt Damon's the one who sang that ridiculous song Scotty doesn't know. To be honest, it was a banging song. It just sucks. This is my name. Why couldn't it be Benny doesn't know? Why? Yo! Richie, should I say Tampa Terry? Tampa Terry's in the house. Rugged as all hell. Give him some love. Wow, bro. Nick Fuentes is mainstream now. It's weird. It is weird. Listen, I still got some reservations about Fuentes, if I'm going to be honest with you. I still don't like the whole January 6th thing where he's like telling people to go. He told people to go to the Capitol. He actually says that, but then his excuse is, I can't do Fuentes right now. He says, I wasn't telling people to go in the Capitol. I was telling them to breach like a fence line or something like that. I don't know. I just didn't like it. And then a bunch of the people who maybe weren't with him at that moment on J6, but he was supposed to be friends with them. He laughed that they were locked up. Just kind of shitty. Like, even if you guys are all mad at each other, like he's like, you fucking idiots went into the building. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, that's your boys. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? And then the whole Ali Alexander thing, I don't think I can ever like not look away at that. But for me, it's like, you know, I want to get to the substance of it. It's just like with this Charlie Kirk thing. Like my wife and I, shout out, I love you. We kind of go back and forth because she's like, she thinks I'm a little bit cruel about Erica. I feel horrible for Erica and their children. I just didn't think Erica was acting the way normal. And my wife's like, you don't know if she has postpartum. You don't know if, and I was like, you know what? That's true. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. Is not a sexy conversation, but postpartum depression, like it sometimes that shit turns women psychotic. So I don't know. I don't fucking know. All I know is he was not shot with a 30-06 and he doesn't have magic bones. Therefore, the story isn't real. We just saw on DMS's show yesterday, and I saw it on a bunch of other shows, to be fair. His chief of staff is right there with right next to him, and he's there up his ass all the time. It's his chief of staff. It's his number 2. And he's like, picks up the phone, I think like less than a minute before it happened. Picks up the phone. I'm not saying he called and got him blown away. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying what's weird. He picks up his phone. No dialer. Well, he does dial like a minute before. And the second that Charlie is hit, he just turns and gingerly walks away. If that was somebody who I was supposed to, that was my number one. You know what I mean? Say I moved to Dallas and I get to work right up close with Alex Stein, my boy. If something like that happened, I would jump on top of him. I'd block him. I mean, I'm not expecting that guy, Mikey or whatever his name, to be as psychotic or loving, whatever I am, because I want to protect people. And I'm not really, I don't want to be hurt, but I can take pain a little bit more than other people. I kind of like it a little bit. Makes me a little weird, I guess. Well, whatever. None of that cisexual pain. I don't like that shit. I don't know why people like that shit. But anyway. But to each his own. No judgment, whatever. It's just really weird. Like if that was, I'm with Alex and he's going around doing events and shit, and I'm his number 1 guy, even if I'm his number 12 guy and I'm standing there, I am not just going to walk away. La-di-da. It's weird. Everybody who didn't work with Charlie, by the way, every single other person, all 3,000 plus people that were there, acted like you're supposed to. You either hit the effing deck or you get the F out of Dodge. And you, no matter what, you hit the I would bore you guys with stories all day. I've been at clubs, walking down the street, chilling, at parties, at the Worcester Centrum one time, somebody shot a gun off. At New Year's Eve in Boston one year, somebody shot a gun off right near us too. First thing I did, hit the deck. And then I'm looking around like, all right. In my mind, I'm like fucking Mark Wahlberg, I guess. Maybe it's a Boston thing. Because I'm like, dude, I'm going to find the guy with the gun. I'm going to fucking take him down, kid. If I was on that fucking plane at 9/11, dude, it wouldn't have went down that way, guy. I would have I'm fucking stupid because I'm looking for the guy who's got the gun. It's in Boston. I think it was like 96 or 7 or 5. I don't know what the hell it was. No, it couldn't have been then. I don't know. I think it was 90s. Maybe it's 2000. Who knows? And some asshole, do. I'm like, I fucking shit, hit the deck. And I'm like, now there's people all around. It's really dark too. I'm like, where's this motherfucker? You know what I mean? This dude's like, okay, well, still on my phone. Let me tippity tap out of this way. Hippity hip hop. Walking this way. Fucking weird shit. Nick the gun guy. My dude. I was just talking about you. Still praying for my chucka-lucka. Love to me some Nick the gun guy. I don't hate Ben Affleck either. I just lost my respect for him when he donated money to Not Gay Jared's lawsuit with Crowder. Really? That kind of gives me hope, though. Like, I don't blame you either, because I was pretty pissed off with that whole thing, too. Not Gay Jared twisted that shit. Like, my Steven Crowder stock is kind of down, I ain't gonna lie. But not for that. It was like Not Gay Jared handled that shit terribly, and then he went out and was trying to spin the shit. But if Ben Affleck is watching Steven Crowder and trying to pick a side, then that must mean that Benny from the blog might be a little biz-aced. That's all I'll say. Because we never know who he's going to vote for. Like, we know exactly who Matt Damon's shitty ass is voting for. Like, I'm sure he's in New York right now doing fundraisers for fucking Mom and Donnie. Like, Matt Damon's an idiot. Billy Bush. Grab him by the shoe. Paige Wallace, let's go! We love you, Paige. Let's go. Shapiro should move to Israel. Everybody give Paige some love. There you go. I don't have to tell you guys. You guys know the deal. I found more base people in Portland. You'll find probably more base people in Portland than you will with me and Kenny here in New England. Okay. Now there is a ton of like people on the right, but finding like the creme de la creme, finding the actual based people in Massachusetts is very difficult. It'd be like people would be like, "Oh, I'm on the right," you know, like I love that John McCain. What a great one, you know. I fucking Mitt Romney. I got a tattoo of Mitt Romney right here. It's like, oh my fucking word. I know. Paige, did you travel out here with Alex to Santa Barbara? Damn, man, you live in. I wish. We all should be praying also, for California. California is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and Democrats destroyed it. They ruined it for life. During COVID, I attended church on Zoom. That's true. And then guess what? You just go into your kitchen and you can find a Ritz cracker, piece of bread, whatever you want. Hold it up to the screen. And they're like, through him, with him, in him, in the unity of the Holy Spirit. Oh, glory and honor. Is that the part? Whatever. When they pray for the bread, you can just turn your bread right there into whatever you want. Pick whatever you want. They'll turn into Jesus's skin. And by Jesus' skin, it's delicious. I know it sounds weird. Whenever I ate the wafer, I just felt good. I didn't think I was eating skin. I don't know. What am I talking about? All right, let's go where no man has gone before. At the end of the show, let me bring up some clips. Fucking nut job. All right. Wait, no. Hey, wait. All right. Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. Look at Ted Cruz, hawking for Huckabee over here. Mike Huckabee is a pastor and a patriot who loves America, loves Israel, and loves Jesus. I'm proud to be in his company. That right there. Ted Cruz, I wish you told me this years ago, because I'll tell you who Mike Huckabee really is, okay? Mike Huckabee is a sellout scumbag. As president of, I think it's the Governors Union or the Governors Association. So I told you guys this before. All the governors in America have their own little crew, right? And they can literally, like, they vote on who's going to be the president of the governor's fucking club or whatever. And they actually do have influence on each other's gubernatorial thingamabobs, whatever they do. So Mike Huckabee was the president of that governor's club, big club. We ain't in it. We weren't elected governor, but still. Mike Huckabee pushed Common Core into every single school. Oh, homeschooled as well. Into every single school in America for that Bill Gates money. Getting them some of that Gates money. Dude got mad money. Oh, well, I was gonna say billions. At least tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars to destroy our school system. Huckabee helped create a socialist voting machine for the far left just to line his filthy, stinking, dirty ass, sweaty pockets. Mike Huckabee is going straight to hell. They got a plaque down there for that punk ass and everything. So if you disagree, I'd love to debate it sometime. I blab so long we don't have time now. I win. No, I'm only kidding. Look at this. Senate Judiciary. Let me go straight to this one. Senate Judiciary is investigating the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for funneling millions of dollars to Chinese PLA fronts in violation of IRS rules against charities funding foreign governments under the foundation's 501c3 nonprofit charter. Let's go. DC Drano, shout out. He said, now we know why Bill Gates said climate change isn't that big a deal anymore. Isn't that weird? His foundation is getting investigated for funneling millions of dollars to Chinese Communist government. Busted. Problem is, we all know ain't shit gonna happen. Trump's gonna protect him just like he protects his buddy Soros and he protects the Clintons. Ooh, it drives me crazy. If any of us were president for a week, I'd say a day, but you need a little bit more time than that. I know for me, the first thing I do is I jail George Soros and his son, and I would eminent domain or whatever the hell the law is and take all their money and pay off a little bit of the debt with it. That's what the funk I do. Fuck that guy. He's been ruining this country. Bombshell! House Oversight Committee just released a damning 100-page report deeming all Biden's auto pen actions null and void. All of them. Not just the pardons. I guess all of them. So we'll see if Fauci's like, I like to fucking strangle beagles. Beetles. I like little doggies. I like to choke little doggies. Dr. Fauci. Piece of shiz. We'll see if any of that happens. I ain't got 2 minutes no more. I was going to play this earlier. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow. Bill Gates has shifted his climate change strategy, moving away from apocalyptic warnings towards a renewed push for massive investment into vaccines. Oh, he stopped with the fake climate change shit to literally enslave us to pay, what the hell, carbon tax. Fucking like we're not taxed enough. And they all would go into his pocket. See, I'm going to be the Bill IRS. I'm the Bill Gates IRS when it comes to climate change. So you pay all the money to IRS, the IRS pays me, and I go to all the insurance companies and I fucking rip all your money off for fake global warming. Fake shit. And now he's like, oh no, me a new Bill Gates. See, I like a Chinese money now. Fuck America money. These are shit. All right, so let's get to this real quick because since this was what the hell I was supposed to talk about. Dinesh D'Souza. So Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes having their conversation. Tucker's like, I thought you were fed. And Nick's like, I thought you were a fed. I don't know why that's whatever. Tucker and Nick Fuentes finally put an end to the Fed debate. They are both feds. They shook hands and signed each other's shields. Anyway, Dinesh D'Souza. No, so they went on. It was very constructive, I thought, and it was very loving. They had a good, loving, and I'm not even talking about it with each other. Maybe it's a bad word, loving. Just towards other people. It wasn't hate-filled. It was very warm. Even things that, important, deep conversational things, deep topics, it was nice. They weren't like mean to anybody. I think Tucker was a good influence on Fuentes, is what I'm saying. Even though there's some shit in the past, I know. So Dinesh D'Souza, he has very important things to say on this topic. He says, Plato once described the dog as friendly to its owner and hostile to strangers. Tucker is friendly to guys like Nick Fuentes and hostile to guys like the wonderful Ted Cruz, who wakes up every morning with his knees on the floor praying to God. When I heard Ted Cruz say that in the debate against Trump, he's like, I wake up every day on my knees praying to. It's like, shut the fuck up. Listen, shut up. My mother, I love you, Ma, prays every single day. She does the rosary every single day. And she is on her hands and knees praying to God every morning. That's not the first thing she does. And she never tells anybody. I just told the whole world. She doesn't tell anybody that, by the way. Ted Cruz telling everybody he does that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even pray for numbers, big numbers for the show or anything like that. Because I think that's somebody else's job. Just like a hero. You never call yourself a hero. Somebody else should call you a hero. Tucker poses as a dog asking questions, but we know what kind of dog he is based on whose rear end he likes to sniff. Dinesh, are you going to refute anything they said, or are you just going to try to sound intelligent while just calling him a dog who sniffs asses? That's all you're saying is an ass sniffer, brown noser. By the way, Tucker, it wasn't like, it was like chess kind of pressed Fuentes. Like, he didn't back down. Like, it was pretty, there's no, Tucker didn't kiss Fuentes' ass. Dinesh D'Souza is a lying sack of shizzle. Tulsi Gabbard just drops a political nuclear bomb. Russia wasn't the only one sitting on explosive shit. Listen to this. Barack Obama knew Hillary Clinton was mentally unfit for office. She's fucking psychotic. Look at intensified psycho-emotional problems, uncontrolled fits of anger on heavy tranquilizers. Craziness. Maybe we'll save that for Tamari. Oh no, where is it? One more game. Laura Luma. That's how we say it here in Massachusetts. We say Laura Luma. You take the ER off and you put NAH. Let's just see what Laura Luma thought about Tucker and Fuentes. I think it's just crazy. It's like, I don't know. Listen, I'm truly America first. I love America. I'm kind of America only at this point. Oh, come on. I got 1 minute left. Not even a minute left. Shit. Oh, it's so sweet. All I know is she was like, where? Tucker sat with Nick Fuentes, where? That's what she did. All right, you beautiful, wonderful, amazing folks. I love you all. Well, for sure, you know best. Thank you, Dan. Oh, Danny Graham is the absolute man. Oh, y'all, I love you. All hit the like, do all that shiz. I'm going to leave that there because I made Kenny Powers laugh. And that's how I like to roll. All right, get over to Alex. I left you guys with like about 12 seconds. Nah, it's a full minute. Get over to Alex's show. There's only 3 left. Enjoy every single stinking second. Because they're fleeting. But Alex is going to come back bigger and better and stronger and tougher than ever. They say he's stronger than ever. Alex Unleashed will be the greatest movement of all time you've ever seen. And then after Alex, get over to Doc Mass Steve. I'll be hanging out in the chat. We'll be trying to have a good time daily. And I don't, DMS might not go, but we'll see. It's all good. There's so many stuff, so many things to talk about in here. Whoops. All right, guys. I'll be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same bad time, same bad channel. Get over to Alex's show right now. It's going to be a banger. It's always a banger. And then get yourselves over to Dark Matter Steve after that. I'll be back at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and for another pre-show for Alex Stein, the king of comedy content gold himself. I love y'all. All right, later. I'll see you over at Alex. Go to Alex. Go. Go.